Hello everyone, my name is Teresa and I'm a non-commissioned officer in the United States Air Force. I'm currently deployed, but whenever I'm at home station, besides being active duty, I'm also a mother of 3 wonderful children and a wife. Today's presentation will be on interpersonal communication, and we will cover 3 main points. First, I will highlight my overarching goal in life, illustrating the role that my interpersonal communication plays in enlarging my conversations in the context of my overarching goal in life. I will provide a background of my behavioral blend and how it influences my communication style. And then we will look at some challenges and barriers that I encounter. So according to Chase and Shamu, interpersonal communication is a process that is used to exchange meaning, feelings, and information through the application of verbal and nonverbal messages. My overarching goal is to be aware of internal thought processes and to be a virtuous leader who bears relevant relationship characteristics, activities, and goals of the followers that I'm entrusted with through the development of mutual dependency with other people and active listening. Let's look at the role and importance of interpersonal communication in my overarching goal. First, understanding the various elements of interpersonal communication. Second, understanding the different skills of interpersonal communication. Third, understanding the principles of interpersonal communication. And fourth, last but not least, understanding the competencies of interpersonal communication. So here are the elements. The communicators explained that communication is actually a two-way process that involves people sending and receiving messages from each other in a simultaneous way. The message, that this is not only limited to the information that is being conveyed, but also the nonverbal messages that are exchanged, and noise. So this could include use of inappropriate body language, cultural differences, or complicated jargon, for example. And then there is feedback. Feedback shows how important listening is. Understanding the different skills of interpersonal communication leads us to developing an effective relational skills, establishment of different role skills, and development of social skills. Understanding the different principles of interpersonal communication is a little bit more complex because we have a purpose. So there are various interpersonal communication purposes that can enable how we achieve our overarching goal. These include learning, influence, relation, and helping. Understanding the competencies of interpersonal communication is explained by Peterson. He says, understanding interpersonal competency involves identifying how interpersonal communication works and how it can be used to attain established purposes through adjusting messages according to the context of interaction. The person one is interacting with and various factors that make a person a competent communicator. Earlier I talked a little bit about my background and the behavioral blend. So the one thing that stands out that I'm always directing a conversation, but then there were also some surprises to me, which were being dominant, demanding, determined, submissive, and competent. Let's further look into how my background and behavioral blend positively influences my communication style. I have a widespread and focused vision, a leadership style that is both of an active and a passive behavior, and I find motivation in serious challenges that require me to accomplish tasks. But how is my background and behavioral blend a negative influence to my communication style? I lack enthusiasm and excitement when speaking to a large crowd. I overuse dominance and competence. And I have very poor communication, especially in large crowds. So as you can see, of course, I am faced with some various challenges, and they are poor assertive skills, poor listening skills, poor emotional management skills, challenges disclosing myself to other people, and lastly, handling conversations that are difficult. There are some resources and strategies, such as Uniquely You resources that could be helpful, the Holy Bible, most definitely, Queensdom Communication Skills Test, and educational resources as well as books on how to enhance your personal communication. How do these resources provide strategic solutions? Well, first, they describe the various DSC elements and how they represent my behavior pattern. They describe how I use and abuse my personality and how this promotes and hinders my effectiveness with other people. Help me become more effective when relating with colleagues at my place of work and how I relate with my family and friends at home, because how you could imagine, of course, you need to have a different approach. The Holy Bible provides various Christian teachings of effective interpersonal communication through counsel, emulation of the life of Jesus, proverbs, prophetic messages. Third, I mentioned the Queensdom results. The results provides various insights of my communication skills and the various areas of communication that I need to improve on. Fourth were the educational resources and books. So throughout this course, there are various presentations and links to various scholarly articles that I have found very helpful. The course has also recommended various books by different personality authors, such as Peterson and Stewart, whose resources have provided different insights to various interpersonal communication issues. So what is my action plan? I will reflect on the various lessons acquired throughout the course with the aim of enhancing my personal communication. I will ensure that the messages I convey are specific and complete. I will paraphrase to ensure that both the listener and I understand. And I will request feedback on my communication patterns. I will ensure that when I listen to other people, I do so with the aim of understanding what they say. I will avoid to interrupt other people, and I will become aware of my body language, for example, through eye contact or avoiding distracting manners. In conclusion, Carbonell explains that the personality of a person should never become an excuse for their poor behavior. The way a person uses or abuses their personalities determines how effective they become with others. Identifying the various weaknesses that hinder effective communication and channeling the weaknesses to strength through active listening is a crucial aspect in the formulation of a solid interpersonal relationship.